nephew of the legendary Dynamite Kid, coming to us from All Elite Wrestling. It is the Dynamite Kid Jr., Tommy Billington, here in the NCG.
The legacy continues as Tommy Billington Jr. carries on the heritage of the British Bulldogs and his uncle, the Dynamite Kid.
Has faced the who's who of competition. Has faced Takeshita, Dax Harwood. The legacy continues here at NCG Legacy for Tommy Billington. How cool is this to be graced by the presence of the former WWE Superstar, the masterpiece, Chris Masters, here in the NCG.
He's finally arrived here in the NCG. This man executes confidence and intensity, and he's going to show exactly what he's worth here in our main event.
Made his debut 22 years ago. And you want to talk about facing the who's who, has been in the ring with some of the greatest of all time. John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle.
The list goes on and on and on.
A true Adonis of a man.
Indeed, a Greek god come to life. I mean, Masters' chiseled physique is a testament to his dedication and hard work. And yet again, we'll see it all pay off here against Tommy Billington Jr. for the first time ever, these two going up one-on-one here in an NCG ring.
Like you said, this is a first time ever matchup. Not unlike the NCG to put on these first time ever matches. And we've surely seen the top stars of the past, present, and future here in the Noble Champions group throughout 2024. Who can forget the former WWE champion Raj Desi showing up in the NCG. How cool it is to have the masterpiece, Chris Masters, here in the Noble Champions group. But look, we talk about NCG being a land of opportunity. Tommy Billington Jr. would be somebody that the world would be talking about if he could score a win over the legendary masterpiece, Chris Masters.
He's already a guy they will be talking about in the future, but it could be as early as tonight. Again, like you said, Sanjay, with a big win over the masterpiece.
Dynamite.
As both men now square off in the center of the ring.
Chris, your hair is beautiful.
I agree, Chris, your hair is beautiful.
I guess that's why he calls himself Sexy Jesus.
A lot of respect being shown for the legend. Many fans, including myself, grew up watching the masterpiece. I remember the Elimination Chamber match when Chris Masters and Carlito almost successful in taking out John Cena. One of them could have been WWE champion, but of course egos got the best of him. But now you look at Chris Masters, a little older, a little wiser, more seasoned in the ring.
Seasoned, to put it lightly, over 20 years of experience, like I mentioned earlier. And on the other hand, Tommy Billington Jr., only 6 years into the business, but he's keeping up with a veteran like Chris Masters already.
A lot of family pressure when you've got the nickname of the Dynamite Kid, but Tommy Billington Jr. doing everything he can to live up to that moniker. And surely a win over the masterpiece would do a great job in making his family proud. Chris Masters pretty impressed by the young buck early on. And what I notice when I look at Billington is he doesn't make eye contact with Masters as they lock up here. He is all business, looking for any opening he can.
He's focused on the game, just like his uncle.
Could be the master lock here early, but Billington able to escape out of it. Masters hanging up on the ropes. No. Billington successful in that roll-up, but oh, Masters powering out at 2. Bucket off. Billington out of the ring.
Showing the strength early in this one.
And like a game of cat and mouse, Billington. Oh, suicide dive. Oh my goodness. Almost taking out the front row.
Seems like the size difference may not come into effect here as two different styles clashing here, Sanjay. The speed from Tommy Billington Jr. is going to be enough to keep him in this one.
And that is the key to victory for the Dynamite Kid Jr. You're not going to beat him on power, and Billington knows that coming in. But you do have a shot if you use the speed game.
Definitely. I mean, his technical grappling skills as well. There'll be a testament to his lineage.
And now has Masters down in the center of the ring with this headlock, but Masters now starting to get back up to his feet. Billington going for a shoulder tackle. We've seen this a lot tonight. And Masterpiece with a huge backbreaker.
Now the Masterpiece in control. Well, Sanjay, these two are no stranger to Canadian professional wrestling as well. Chris Masters, a two-time Stu Hart Heritage Champion, who actually recently lost it to Raj Desi, as you mentioned earlier, was here in an NCG ring this summer. And currently, Tommy Billington Jr. is one of the tag team champions with his brother Mark. And they've been holding those titles for over 600 days.
Nice double underhook overhead throw. Billington in the center of the ring as Masters looking to end this one, but Billington able to stay in it. Kicks out at 2. Oh, and watch out, the knee driven into the back. A lot of respect from Masters to Billington. Nothing personal here tonight in our main event here at NCG Legacy, the final event of 2024 for the Noble Champions Group. And it has been an unforgettable 2024. On Billington with the power of his own. Nice leg drop. We talked about the speed game of Billington as he gets stopped in his tracks.
Not today.
With that Irish whip hard into the turnbuckle.
His face right off of the turnbuckle, Sanjay. He's bouncing off like a basketball.
I was talking earlier about NCG having a spectacular 2024. It's a year that saw Tessa Blanchard be crowned the NCG Women's Champion. We saw the first NCG North American Champion crowned in Damian Chambers. Of course, Stone Rockwell continuing to fend off all opposition. He is still the NCG World Champion.
We've seen rising stars like Kevin Blackwood and Zico enter this squared circle several times in 2024. 2025 is going to be a big year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to everything the Noble Champions Group has to offer in 2025. February 2025, the NCG returns for its first event of the new year. NCG ain't easy. And that title comes from the appearance of the legendary Godfather. Going to be graced. Will we be graced with the presence of the Train? Not sure, but we know the Godfather will be in the NCG in February 2025. You can get your tickets at ncgwrestling.com. Also marks the return of the NCG Women's Champion, Tessa Blanchard, as well. And we already know one of the feature matches at NCG ain't easy, a 4-on-4 tag match. Kieran McKenzie, a politician who has never been in the ring, teaming with local wrestling legend Mike Legacy, two of the 4 members of Team McKenzie versus Team Clancy. Bobby Clancy, the general manager, teaming with his heavy giant Orion, and now Jack Tallis, the 7-foot giant. McKenzie and Clancy, captains for their respective teams. The winning team, that captain, is the general manager going forward. And masterpiece, Chris Masters, the power on display. Nice stalled suplex.
You got to think a win in either one of these guys' columns will put them into contendership for a championship match in 2025 as well here in the NCG, Sanjay.
I know these fans would love to see either man, Chris Masters or Tommy Billington, back in the Noble Champions group in 2025. Full respect from the NCG fans here in Leamington for Chris Masters. Backbreaker. And now stretching out the body of Tommy Billington. This is excruciating, to say the least.
We're talking about how strong he is, Chris Masters, his chiseled physique, and when you're in a position like that, just being stretched out, you know that's got to be painful for a young Tommy Billington, but he's fighting back with those knees from underneath, and he's able to escape that one.
Chris Masters dazed from that repeated series of knees to the skull, but oh, and Tommy Billington hanging on, pulling down the top rope. Chris Masters thrown for a loop. Lands on the apron, though. Oh, and watch out for Billington. Are you kidding me? A DDT on the apron, and Masters is laid out on the floor.
Both men are laid out here outside the ring. This might be over, man.
Don't be surprised to see a double count out. Tommy Billington's taken a lot of punishment, and Chris Masters hit hard, skull on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Tommy Billington sacrificing life and limb to get back in this match. Our main event here at NCG's final event of 2024 Legacy. Oh, and at the count of 9, both men back in the ring just in time. Don't ring the bell just yet. Now Chris Masters in trouble, eating some nice elbows and chops by Billington. Huge clothesline, almost taking Masters' head off. Again, Drake, you talked about the speed, it's coming to effect.
Yeah, now Dynamite Kid Jr. in control for the first time in this matchup. Chris Masters still there.
Getting the boots up in time. Ooh, thought we were gonna see a monkey flip instead.
Innovative offense from the Dynamite Kid Jr.
Nice overhead slam into the cover, no. As Tommy Billington, the Dynamite Kid now. On the top rope, oh my goodness! Diving drop kick, both feet driven into the chest of Masters, who has to power out at 2. Oh, and that huge clothesline of his own. Stopping the momentum of the Dynamite Kid. These fans, they're itching to see the master lock.
And you know it's unbreakable. If he's able to apply that to Tommy Billington Jr., that's the end of it.
especially on an individual as undersized compared to the Masterpiece Chris Masters.
The Masters has a lot in his repertoire. And what's he going to go for now? Possibly a pile driver.
Billington fighting out of it, though. Hanging on. Oh, looking to roll into a cover. No, Masters a 2. And Billington jumps over into another cover. No. Props looking for a crucifix pin. Got it. Masterpiece. Chris Masters again at 2. Nice German suplex. You got to believe Chris Masters is getting more than he bargained for here in this match.
No doubt about it. He probably thought he was going to be in control of this one from start to finish with the young rookie here. But he must know his lineage and where he comes from, where he was trained, and all the experience he has in only 6 years. There's a reason that everyone talks about him, and a reason why he signed to AEW right now.
Diving elbow drop by the Dynamite Kid and Masters. Oh my goodness. 2 9/10. With a huge spine buster, and could this be enough to knock off the Dynamite Kid, who kicks out again at 2?
Both men so resilient, just doing whatever it takes to keep themselves in this matchup. And you see Chris Masters calling for maybe the end, having the crowd rallying behind him.
A move that has taken out so many men, so many world champions. Masters looking for the master lock, but Billington looking to fight out of it. He knew what was coming.
Quickly pulling those wrists down.
Just getting wild with these elbows.
He's got to fight him off.
Yep, trying to fight off that grip. Do what you got to do. Don't let yourself get locked into the master lock. And Masters had that float over scouted, and now the master lock is locked in.
But if Billington can get to the ropes, he'll be able to break this one. It might be his saving grace. As Masters has the grip locked in behind his neck. Applying so much pressure forward.
This has to be the end for the Dynamite Kid. Going away from the ropes. And the Dynamite Kid appears to be fading here. Billington on one knee. Oh, that's it!
And he passes out.
The Masterpiece, Chris.
What a matchup here in the NCG.
NCG's final event of 2024. It is the Masterpiece Chris Masters walking out as the winner.
Adding another victim to his list with the Master Lock. But you know what? Tommy Billington Jr. has nothing to be ashamed of. He too adding something great to his resume, not only competing in the NCG, but putting Chris Masters to the test.
Chris Masters capping off an unforgettable 2024 for the Noble Champions Group.
And for himself as well. With a sign of respect to Tommy Billington Jr. That shows this kid has a bright future. Will he give him the grace that he deserves? Accepted by the Dynamite Kid Jr. as he embraces with the Masterpiece.
And here in the final Noble Champions Group event of 2024, it ends with the most noble of gestures from the legendary masterpiece, Chris Masters, raising the hand of his opponent here tonight, the Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington. This is what the NCG is all about.
Long live the NCG.